stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you couldn't even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keisha. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no, calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me, or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to, okay, look, so I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad at you just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you? My choice, my body, my fucking choice.
I'm your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
Thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand,
but
unfortunately,
that's not the case
after
right now.
After that.
That's funny.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
Hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so, wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever.
Making the video, or are you still like, you know, I stand by what I said?
Because it had an adverse effect with how he's dealing with me right now. I regret that.
Okay.
But as far as how my OnlyFans is, sorry. I'm just saying, like, this is something that's good for him right now. You know, he just needs to bring his ass home and stop playing with me.
So you're trying to get him to come back home?
Yeah, he needs to come back home.
Okay. So you guys have not been in contact since the video went viral?
No, he left like the day after or something like that.
Okay. So basically, before I have Cam ask some of his questions, because I like to have a man versus woman perspective, right now with that video, obviously you want him to come back home. But what do you feel like is the biggest misconception people have about you right now since that video was released?
A lot of people think that I ran through his money and now I'm on some, you know, BS, but that's not the case. You know, that's one of the biggest misconceptions right now for me that I'm having an issue with, because I've been, you know, with him through his ups and, you know, like through his mostly downs, really. Like he hasn't, you know, been who he was that everybody else knows. You know what I mean? So I've been with him through his darkest time and his lowest financial time.
Right.
The post that went viral, you said to Joe, you knew what I was doing when you met me. And I didn't know exactly what you was doing before he met you. So before he met you, what were you doing when you was referring to that?
Actually, I was doing music, but prior to that, from 1990 or 1989 is when I did my first film. But from 1990 to 2006 is when I did my films. I have a very short videography of films, but it was a long career span. So I met him in 2012 and 2006 I moved to Germany. I quit doing adult videos and I started doing music.
No, I just want the viewers to know, because when we talked about this.
Yeah, but I want to just give you a chronological timeline so you understand the how it went. I was no longer in the adult industry when I met Joe. However, he knew it before I told him. So
yeah, no, I was just saying that because when we was discussing the topic, I didn't have an idea you did music or adult films. We was just basing our conversation on the video that you put out. So
that's what sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You're very pretty too as well. Let me ask you this.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So where do you see you guys' relationship right now that you're saying that he's not home? And also, I'll ask the next question now. Where do you see, what's going on? Where you guys' relationship at right now?
He's just not talking to me. So honestly, I have no idea where it is. For me, it is, I just want us to, talk it out. And I want to show him how, just, I'm sorry that this is what is putting him back in the limelight and bringing, some opportunities to our door. But
you taking credit, you put that nigga back in the limelight, you saying. Is that what you saying? And it's cool if you are, I'm just saying. You're like, yo, nigga, I'll put you back in that limelight. Nobody was even thinking about you, nigga. If this post ain't was go on, now people are thinking about you. Is that what you're saying?
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Yeah.
Right. And that's been my biggest thing. Like, you also heard me say in the video that I've been asking you for solutions. I've been looking for you to help me figure things out because I'm tired of figuring it out by myself.
Absolutely.
I really, he's supposed to lead me. You know what I mean? And make a way and make sure that I'm secure and protected. And that's not what I feel. I feel like I have to fight or flight. And I'd rather fight for you than flight from you because I love you. So what do you want me to do?
What kind of financial destitute have y'all been in? Because in another video, or pardon me, I think it was TMZ, I'm not sure, where you was laying that, like, look, our back's been against the wall. And not only that, in the first video, you was like, I had jobs. I've been doing this. This isn't really paying the bills. So OnlyFans is breaking me off. What else have you been doing besides OnlyFans? And what have y'all been going through financially that you felt you had to do this?
Well, over the course of, before we moved to Georgia and California, I started Puppy Friends Social Club. And I had its official launch here in Georgia right before COVID. And that kind of threw a wrench in my program. I've had a bartending service called Cocktail Hour with Kiss since I've been here. I have a moving company called Major Movers and Cleaning. And then I also have a massage business called the Body Rub Babes.
Nice. Do the Body Rub Babes travel?
Yes, they do.
Are you one of the Body Rub Babes?
Well, I have been, but now I kind of like,
Could you
nervous to do anything.
But if I wanted you to be one of my Body Rub Babes, like, would you be a Body Rub Babe for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Because I don't mean to be a professional or anything like that, but I can't stop looking at your cleavage. Your cleavage is popping, babe. No, you can leave it how it was, man. You can leave it exactly how it was, man. Right now I'm thinking about cleavage and the Body Rub Babes, but don't cover her. It's cool.
It's like,
Yeah, babe. But sorry about that kiss. We'll talk afterwards, but about the Body Rub Babes and everything else. But yeah, you just threw me off for a minute.
If it's not me, it'd be someone equally as beautiful, I promise.
I mean, yeah, I see why Joe is a little upset. You are very, very pretty, and from at least the stomach up, you're sexy and gorgeous. To say the least. To say the least.
So yeah, I've started several businesses over the course of this time to try to help us out. And I've been saying, like, I have property overseas.
Right.
And And when I first brought my house there were like 4 or 5 other houses I could have acquired. And I'm like, yo, why don't you reach out to like LeBron or like Shaq or somebody? Like, you know these niggas, you know?
Right.
And like he's not, you know, he just doesn't, I don't know, like, you know, I'm from New York, Cam. I was born in the Bronx.
Where from?
You
from? What street in the Bronx?
Yes. So at Boston Road, Fish Avenue.
Oh, man, cut the shit. What's up,
Yep,
Kiss?
Valley.
Oh, you're from the Valley. Cut it out, man. You're from the North Bronx. What's good? Well, I used to live in Tracy Towers for a minute too.
Oh my God, my family's in Tracy Towers right now. I got family in Tracy Towers.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was just up there. I swear to God.
I was on Mashula Parkway for a couple years.
Yes.
I was right there. We was practically neighbors, and it seems like we're close in age as well. Lucky I ain't bumping to your ass. It might have been a whole nother story. But let me ask you this real quick as well. You said Joe has OnlyFans. Did you set up the OnlyFans after this situation happened, or he been having the OnlyFans?
He's had his OnlyFans as long as I've had mine. He just doesn't know it.
He just doesn't. He just didn't know it. Okay. That's fair to say. I get that. I'm more stunned than you from the boogie, man. Boogie damn bad.
Yeah,
boogie damn boo boo. Okay.
That being said, you know, I'm a hustler, you know, like I'm about getting it. I've been on my own since I was 16, so all I know is to get it.
You ain't even gotta explain. Please come out. And now that I know where you're originally from, and I know, listen, your resume speaks for itself as far as music and other things you had to do. When I know where you're from, when I'm gonna say our backs against the wall, we gonna have to do what we gotta do. And that's just that. You know? That's just that, boo. You got some more questions? I got more questions, but I didn't want to go too long because right now me and her have a different type of
I know. I don't know what I set up, but whatever. Yep. Okay. So I really wanted you to have the opportunity to basically say your side, because I'm seeing a lot of the things online and on social media, and I like to reach out to people so they can tell their story. A little
conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. And really, I feel like the conversation needs to be geared toward not me being a hoe, or, you know what I'm saying? But like, what's going on with this brother that this is happening right now? Mm-hmm. Like, what's wrong with him? You know, why is it that he's $1 million man and his girl's out here on OnlyFans and got 100 businesses and being the body rub babe? You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you something real quick, being that you said that. And we talked about this, not just with your situation, just professional athletes in general. You know, over Joe's career, he made $61 million, but then he said it equivalated to $18 million after people he made. Not only that, he hasn't been playing for a substantial amount of time. Did he invest right or put enough money away for you guys' security moving forward, or just a Kiss problem, or just a Smith as a family problem?
Okay, well, I'm not the first Mrs. Smith.
Oh, okay.
There was, Yolanda Smith was his first wife, and she was the one that ran through the 18 million with him.
Gotcha.
They had numerous cars. They had, like, houses in every city, you know. I feel like she was a part of helping him mismanage his money, because she ended up with most of it at the end of it anyway. Right. Like, they had a $2.5 million house that she sold and supposed to give him money, but he didn't have money to fight for it. You know, she's fighting for more child support when he can barely put gas in his car, and she was getting 30,000, what was it? 3,000 per child at one point, or something crazy. And she was trying to go to court for more. And the judge in Arizona actually lowered that to 300 per child, because he knows he basically imputed salary on him to about the tune of $20,000 a year is what the judge did in Arizona. So he couldn't pay that ridiculous amount of child support. It's been a lot. Like, I've been through a lot with him, with her, with everything. And it's just been a lot.
No, so that's the question. And I'm glad you explained that. Where are y'all now as the Smith family financially? Is because what you were saying earlier, you was more saying when Joe the $1 million man, but your back's against the wall. So is everybody's back against the wall as a family, or is
When
it just?
when I say $1 million man, I mean the potential to, you know what I'm saying?
So he doesn't he doesn't have the million.
No, not at all. He doesn't. No, not at all.
God damn.
Not
man.
at all.
This is
Not at
fucked
all.
up, man.
No,
God
not
damn,
at all.
he's too good. This man was the number overall pick and doesn't have $1 million. And I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm mad about that shit. We got to figure out ways.
I'm mad about it too.
Yeah.
And this is also like, you know, I feel that this depression from being, once the lockout happened, that's when he didn't go back to work again.
Right.
You know, I'm not sure why, but I figure it just was, you know, he didn't make an effort and nobody reached out. You know, I'm not sure what that was about, but I feel like he's been in a depression for a very long time. And I don't feel like the league supports them the way they should. You know, they have a limited amount of stipends when they have an unlimited amount of money. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever these guys are in trouble, there should never be a time when they can't go to the NBA and say, hey, can you hit me off a little bit? So that's a problem for me. You know, I think they should have some kind of counseling situation. When I first got with Joe, I wanted to start a foundation and for mental health awareness, and where you come into the league and before you even sign off and everything, you have to see counselors, you have to get mental evals, and you have to make sure that you have the right people around you. Like, these guys are not guided properly when they come in. So
you know, Kiss, what's your IG? So people will know, and I can know as well. What is it?
I am KYSS Major.
I am
KYSS Major.
Okay.
Major. I am Kiss Major.
I'm DMing you right now so we can fix all this shit. You know, get all this shit right.
So I have two more questions before we go. Okay.
No, I'm DMing her now. So we get. I see it.
Check your phone.
Yeah, check it now, Kiss. It's me. Just so, because it's a lot of different camerons and all that. So I just DM'd you. Damn, I like your Avi and all that too. Damn. Bad joint.
Okay, so you got it, Kiss? Just confirm here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk afterwards, but I just want people out there also to know, because seems multi-talented. Also a former singer.
I just graduated from film school not too long ago.
Right.
During COVID, I went to film school and got a bachelor's degree.
Congratulations. How fun. Listen, you're from Boston Road, Joe. I had no fucking idea, man. And, you know, Harlem's, Bronx is right up the block from Harlem. And also, I lived in the Bronx and there's a couple different stops in my life. Definitely. So.
I used to, I'm going to just say this, Unique, Mecca Audio.
Mecca Audio, yeah, Unique. I see.
Right there. I'm telling you, that's my boy.
I never met him, but I know that he just came home from jail recently. So shout out to Unique and Mecca Audio.
Matter of fact, I'm on the Mecca Audio chant.
Check
it out.
Say that again?
The Mecca Audio chant with Willpower, Dreads,
and
I'm on
you went Black Sheep and all that. Yo, hustler, baby. I respect it. I respect it.
I'm not rapping.
So, get the fuck out of here. You rapping all that, yo. Listen, I'm gonna let.
Okay.
No, go ahead. No problem.
Joe wrote the rap for me.
Joe Smith?
Joe got music, yo.
He got shit.
Y'all skipping on. That nigga got beats. Like, he got tracks. He's dope.
You know the whole thing with that is, and I'm not saying it's not, because Grant Hill just recently gave me some beats that were fire, super fire. But the thing, what's fucked up about that, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, I'm just saying how people stereotype, is when you're that, and he could be great rapping, doing beats, and same thing with Grant Hill. Grant Hill just sent me some dope shit. Like, I wouldn't have known if he didn't send it to me. But like, when you're artists and you're that tall, niggas be like, you don't play ball or nothing, my nigga. What you mean you got beats for me? Nigga, you should be dunking the basketball and all that shit. So they get stereotyped a lot, and they're really talented outside of being athletic as well.
Yes, he's got flows. Like, he's written a couple of my songs, actually. Like,
yo, you know who else got flows though? Me, baby. I got flows. I got flows for days. But I'm a DM. I'm gonna hit you in the DM, and hopefully everything gets worked out with you and Joe, and If not, we'll try and find a resolution over here on my end as well. So I think you're hustling. I congratulate you on all your success that you've been doing. And I recommend, pardon me, not recommend, I salute you on all the hustling you've been doing to keep your family afloat.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that because people think I'm just some stupid, goofy, you know. I mean, like, they're like, she for the streets, just throw in the trash, she trash. I'm like, but really, y'all don't know.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. What you did got the attention to you so you could tell your story.
Right.
And so people know what you're really about. So, I mean, people go, listen, people are always going to be mad. And this is no pun intended. I use this all the time for sayings, and this has nothing to do with you. I use this 5-6 times a week when people tell me they hate it. You could be watching a porno, right? And I'm talking about any porno, and you go to the bottom of it, and people at the bottom hating on it. Didn't you come here to jerk off, nigga? Why is you here having comments? People hate on every fucking thing, yo. Everything somebody's gonna hate on. So don't ever feel bad because people have something to say. If you wasn't doing something right, they wouldn't have something to say.
Amen. Ashe, I accept that.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let Treasure wrap up the interview. I'm gonna hit you in about 5-10 minutes.
All right, peace.
All right,
Nice to talk to you.
Threw me for a loop because she knows how easy and how laid back I am and how easy I am to come talk to. So, you know, when I find out about the Only Page fans, you know, Page, we're discussing it, and then all of a sudden, I turn around and see myself on camera.
Right.
You know, so, and I'm a real private guy. Like, I'm a very private guy. Played 16 years in the NBA, and privacy is like a major thing for me. Mm-hmm. So that's why I kind of erupted and you know, and started saying some of the things I said. The OnlyFans page, like, it really didn't. It's really not the fact that she has the page. You know, with me is the fact that I'm one of the last people to know.
Yeah.
Ooh. She says you won't answer her calls and stuff. Like, she's been trying to reach out to you since this whole blow up, and you're kind of one that's not being responsive in terms of like speaking to her.
Yeah, I really don't have too much to say right now. I mean, I'm still. Y'all just don't know how my phone's been going crazy all week long. I mean, from family members, from people that had so much respect for me, from what I did, from childhood, you know, friends, and you know, my phone has just been going crazy, and then I keep looking, you know, Instagram is my ding, 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 ding all day long, and I hate it. Ooh. I hate it.
Do you feel like this is kind of like tarnishing your legacy?
Yeah, because I did a lot to build my image, you know, throughout my basketball career, throughout my life. That's something my mom would always harp on, you know, when she was alive, God rest her soul, but I did a lot to build my image and to be respected in a certain way. So, you know, I think it, you know, for a little bit has an effect on it. But the people that really know me and know how I am, know who I am, they understand. They're the ones that's kind of helping me, you know, with their words of kindness and their, you know, their gratitude for what I've done for them in the past. You know, it's kind of helping me through it, but it's tough.
For the people that don't know, bro, like, you came into the league in 1995 as the #1 overall draft pick in the NBA. You didn't just make it to the league. You were number one.
Number one is crazy.
Yes,
that is crazy.
Yes,
That's
sir.
insane.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Can I show it to you?
Sure.
I have a moving company called Major Movers and Cleaning. And then I also have a massage business called the Body Rub Babes.
Nice. Do the Body Rub Babes travel?
Yes, they do.
Are you one of the Body Rub Babes?
Well, I have been, but now I kind of like, I'm kind of
Could you be-
nervous to do anything.
But if I wanted you to be one of my Body Rub Babes, like, would you be a Body Rub Babe for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Nah, because I don't mean to be unprofessional or anything like that, but I can't stop looking at your cleavage. It's your cleavage is popping, babe. No, you can leave it how it was, man. You can leave it exactly how it was, man. Right now, I'm thinking about cleavage and the body rub, babes. But don't cover high school.
It's like,
Yeah, babe.
Cameron being Cameron. That's still your wife. I mean, seeing that, does that bother you at all?
It bothers me a lot. I mean, not just saying that, but the messages that I get from people who actually went to her OnlyFans page and, they send me on Instagram or Facebook, talking about how my wife looks and how my wife, what my wife, kind of pictures my wife got up. And so, I mean, that's my first time hearing it vocally from someone, but I've been seeing it all week.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry you're going through this. Because I guess the most shocking part of this is that you told me that had you guys just talked about it a year ago, you would have just been, all right, go for it.
Right.
And now we're here over a situation that could have been addressed and smoothed out.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. I mean, at this point, do you feel like you're getting divorced, or do you think there's still a chance you guys can work it out?
I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, I went back and I was talking it over with my family, and, they ultimately, everyone has advice and everyone has an opinion. But I really want to see how the sit down with Keisha and I goes when we sit down and, discuss this thing again. And, we'll see after that conversation, see how that goes.
Well, I'm just going to say this. A lot of people are going to have an opinion about this, okay? And I know there's the public embarrassment part and, there's the interviews and everything else like that. But every marriage and every relationship is unique. And other people's opinion about what you should do doesn't matter. It's between you and her. You and her are the only ones that have to spend that time together.
Right.
The people that have an opinion will pop in and pop out. So you guys need to work it out. What's best for you, what's best with your family, what's best for your future, what's best for all of your children, whether that means therapy, or whether that means long conversations, maybe taking some time apart, or maybe even breaking up. But ultimately, every relationship is unique. And all these relationships that you see on the internet that look perfect, whether it's Magic Johnson or Steve Harvey or whoever else, there is a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't get to see that's, even worse than some of the stuff that you may be going through.
Right.
But you don't get to see it because it's not blasted all over the internet, but they still have to deal with it.
Right.
So I just want you to have an open mind going forward and not have everyone kind of determine what your final solution is, because it's something you and her have to live with.
Right.
And that's all I want to say about that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.